chicken breast with steamed vegetables and somewhat roasted potatoes. Hello, my name is Ana Doak and welcome to Nanay Anay. Today's video, I want to show you guys what are the food that any Filipina wife could make for their American husband. Yeah, so you heard me right. Yeah, so I want to show you guys quick and easy food that you can make. A lot of my friends think that I really do make good American food. Yeah, and they think that that's because I live in the US, or that's because I went to school, I went to college just to learn about how to make my husband's food, and that's not actually true. I learned to cook my husband's food from my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law taught me how to do it, or sometimes just in YouTube, or sometimes just really like going to Google and type in whatever food I wanted to make for my husband. But today, I want to show you guys food that you can make here in the Philippines. Like, these ingredients are available here in the Philippines. And I'm talking like we live in San Francisco, Agusan del Sur, and this place is really far away from the main city, okay? So today's food, today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to make some chicken breast, pan grilled chicken breast. And then I also want to show you guys how to make also like some, how do you say this one? Like, it's like a potato dish. Maybe it's like it's kind of like roasted potato, but we will cook it in a pan. Okay, we will cook it in a pan, and also like steamed vegetables. So my husband Alex really doesn't like eating only like one dish. Like, you gotta have like some main dish, and then you gotta have some side dish that will come with the main dish. So Alex really likes, different variety in one plate of food. And a lot of people would think, oh, a lot of variety, that would be so hard, but it's not really that hard. Some of the food really that I'll be making to you today is super, super easy. So I hope you will enjoy watching this video for today, and I hope you will learn a new thing to do. So what are the ingredients that you need? Well, first you need some chicken, you need some broccoli, and then a piece of carrot and some potatoes. So these are the ingredients that you will need, of course, and also some spices, which I will be showing you later, guys. What are those spices that we will be needing? So to start, you wanted to rinse first this potato, and then after you rinse the potato, you fill this up with water, and then you put them in the stovetop and just let it boil. So that's the first thing you need to do, since it takes a while for the potatoes to cook. So now our potatoes are done being washed. You leave the peelings on. Okay, so there's the potato. Okay. You just have to let that run until it you just have to cook that until it boils. So while the potato is cooking, we should start putting some spices in our chicken. So for the chicken, what you need would be just a chicken breast about this size. See that? That's the size that you would need. Okay, so for the chicken, there's this portion here that are somewhat thick. You can actually like slice that a little bit. I mean, it's not a little bit, you slice it halfway. So then, the chicken will, this thick portion here will be even to the rest of the chicken breast. See that? It was just like a slit. I just slice that a little bit. And then now, the chicken will be like even. So, like that. So, it will have an even size. So then it will cook at the same time. So what are the things that we need to put in our chicken? So first thing we used was garlic powder. Got this from SNR, but again, they have this at any grocery store here in the Philippines. And then we also have thyme. And also, we also got some black pepper. Also use some smoked paprika. Here you go. We got the smoked paprika. And then salt. So to start this, you need some garlic powder. Okay, put that in your chicken. And then we can also use some thyme. If you don't have thyme, you can use parsley. Again, this stuff, we can buy this at any grocery store here in the Philippines. Again, if you don't have thyme, you can always use parsley. And then if you don't have smoked paprika, Spanish paprika will also work. There you go. There you go. Okay. So here at home, we've been using this Himalayan salt, this pink Himalayan salt from SNR. Of course, you can also use whatever salt you prefer to use at home. You know, you can use like the salt you can buy from the wet market. That will also work. Just a little bit, okay? And then the reason you want to do this first is then when you cook it later, when you cook this later, it should be like all the spices are already like absorbed through the meat, and then it will be more tasty. Then your meat will be your chicken meat will have more taste to it. So yeah, so let's put this in the sink for now, and let's work on our broccoli and vegetables. Okay, so now our potato is boiling, and then we can see if it's like already cooked. So I'm just gonna use a knife to test it. So, yep, that's cooked. So our potatoes is already cooked. So now that the potatoes are done, we are going to drain the water, and then we just have to let it rest. And then later, I'm gonna show you guys what are we gonna do with the potato, okay? So before that, let's start first with our broccoli. So what you do with your broccoli is you're just gonna remove the florets. Again, this is a meal that is so quick and easy to make. So again, just remove the florets. Start in the center. And then you're going to check if there's any worm around it. It's so nice because I got this broccoli fresh from Bukidnon. I mean, they harvested it that afternoon, and then the following day it was already here in San Francisco. Isn't that neat? Yeah, so these broccoli are amazing. I got this from a friend. So you're going to check the broccoli for any worms, because sometimes you can really like find some, you know, those worms that really, those pests that likes broccoli. Well, at least if you find a worm, that means your food is organic, because that means it didn't have pesticides in it. There you go. So the broccoli is done. So let's put this in our steamer basket. So we put all the broccoli in our steamer basket. Okay, and then let's start boiling some water. So I'm boiling the water for our broccoli. So just like that, okay? Just to add some color to your vegetables. So, like that. Once the water started boiling, all you need to do is just put that steamer basket on top, and then just let it simmer for 5 minutes. So to start the potato, like, you know, after they're done cooling off, all you have to do is just slice the potato into quarters. I like to do them in quarters, like that, like this. Just put them all in the bowl. So I'm gonna put some oil on this one. So after you pour that oil in your potato, mix that one thoroughly. That way the oil will be distributed to the potato. And I like to distribute first some oil, you know, like slightly grease it. So when we put it on the pan, the potato will never stick really to the pan. So we're gonna cook that later. So we set that aside. And then I like to add some more extra seasoning to the potato. So you will just need about well, my family likes garlic, so we're gonna use 2 cloves garlic, and then 2 bulbs small onions. So to do this onion, you just have to chop them. This is one of my husband's favorite food. So just like that, and then like this. So there you go. And then with the garlic, you just have to mince the garlic. So you just have to mince those. I like to add already the garlic to the potato right now. So then all the flavor of the garlic is already like in the potato. And then you can also season now the potato with some pepper and salt. Just a little bit. You can add more later, you know, after. The reason I like to do it this way first, so then all those seasoning will really seep through the potato. Yeah, but we will add some more later. So the timer is off for the vegetables, so we turn off now the stove top. We just let it rest in the stove while we are cooking with our chicken. So the chicken really takes really short time to cook, especially because it's chicken breast. So you really need to cook them really like in a short period of time, because you want the chicken in the inside to stay moist. So a lot of Americans that I know, they really don't like chicken breast because they dry out really fast. But if you cook them perfectly, then it should come out like juicy and moist. Let's cook the chicken, okay? Okay. So you know that you have the right temperature with the chicken, because you will hear the sizzling of the oil. When the edge is starting to brown, you can actually like start flipping them. Elimu here makes good food. He also helps Nai and food preparation. Chicken breast cook faster, so you really have to be very careful when you're cooking with chicken breast. Okay, now we're gonna let this chicken rest before we will serve it. So right now, we're going to be cooking now our potatoes. So now that you can see smoke coming out of the pan, you can start adding now your onions. You want the onions to caramelize, because if the onions cook longer and it caramelizes, then it will have a really nice taste to it. Now let's add our potatoes with all that seasoning that we added a while ago. You can also add bell pepper to this one, you know, feel free. But right now I don't have bell pepper. In this part, you have to keep stirring it because you don't want some of the garlic to really burn. Actually, the fastest way to do this is actually in an air fryer. Like instead of putting it in a pan, you put it in the air fryer. But I'm not really, I mean, I know air fryer is also popular here in the Philippines. But to those who doesn't have even an air fryer, you can still make this at home. Even the chicken that we made a while ago, you can also cook that in the air fryer. Our family loves salt. Anyway, it's good salt anyway, so that's fine. So now our potato is also done, so it's time to plate our food. And then we can add our vegetables. Final touch, we add some more salt. But our pan-grilled chicken with roasted potato and steamed vegetables is now done. And my man is awake. So time to serve him breakfast. Breakfast! But yeah, this is what he's gonna be eating for tonight. So, hi Tatay! I made food for you.
Hi!
So I hope you enjoy watching this video for today. And I hope this really help you out there. Again, this is not only for a Filipina wife who's married to an American. You can also cook this at home. You know, this is a really good way of eating food. If you want to get away from rice, since a lot of Filipinos also likes to, you know, skip rice, and still you get full, you know, when you're eating something that you find like something healthy. So this is like what I'm gonna eat. For me, I'm gonna be full with this amount of food, and I won't get hungry afterwards. So anyway, so I hope you enjoy watching this video for today, and I hope you learned something new. If you want to know more about our family here in the Philippines, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye. I love you. Mwah.